Uswatul Muslima presents Story Time. The Power of Dua. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. There was once a very pious person named Baqi bin Makhlad, rahimahullah. He was a student of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, rahimahullah. One day, a woman came to Baqi bin Makhlad, rahimahullah, with a very big problem. She came to him crying, and she said that the Romans had taken her son as a prisoner. They caught him, and they tied him in chains, and they took him away. And they were refusing to give him back unless she could pay them a lot of money. She complained to Baqi bin Makhlad, rahimahullah, that she did not have the money, and so she asked him if there was anything he could do to help her. Baqi bin Makhlad, rahimahullah, told her that she should go back home, and then he turned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and began to beg Allah ta'ala in dua. A few days later, the woman came to Baqi bin Makhlad, rahimahullah, and she had her son with her. Baqi bin Makhlad, rahimahullah, was happy to see that her son had returned. And then the son told him the story of how he had become free. The son explained to him that the Romans had tied him up and they would make him work the whole day. Then every day, after sunset, they would tie him in the chains and they would make him remain locked up. But one day, after he had finished working, when they tied the chains around his legs, the chains just fell off, all on their own. The Romans became very angry and they tied the chains again. But once again, the chains fell off, all on their own. The Romans thought that he was taking the chains off, but the boy explained to them that he had not done anything, and he did not know how the chains had come off on their own. Finally, after the chains fell off again, the Romans called a priest, who came to the boy and asked him whether his mother was still alive. When the boy said yes, the Roman explained to them that since this boy had a mother, and she was very worried about her son, she must have been making lots of dua for him. And that is why this boy's chains kept falling off. The priest told them that they should rather let the boy go back to his mother, because as long as she was worried about him, they would not be able to keep him as a prisoner. When Baqi bin Makhlad, rahimahullah, heard the story, he asked the boy at what time the chains had fallen off. When the boy told him the time, Baqi bin Makhlad, rahimahullah, realized that it was the same time that the woman had come to him with her problem, and they had made dua for the young boy to be returned safely. From this story, we learn the great power of dua. There is no problem that cannot be solved with dua. Whenever we have a problem, whether it is a big problem or a small problem, no matter what our problem is, we must turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and make dua. If we make dua to Allah, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help us. And if Allah ta'ala helps us, then there is no problem that we cannot solve. The end.